Hey guys, it's me again, Captain Corey, here to teach you all some 6th grade science. Last time we were together, we talked about how bodies of water affect climate. This week's topic will be on how water is important for agriculture, power generation, and public health. Today is Explore, so we will watch several videos. But before we do this, I will show you how to access your student journal for this week. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is go to the RPS website. Once you're here, you're going to scroll down to RPS at home. Once you get to the RPS at home, you're going to click on middle school and 6th grade. We'll lead you to a page that looks like this. So next week would be, this week would be right here, but for the sake of this video, I'll show you for the past week. So once you get on here, you'll go down here and you'll click Student Journal link. Right. Once you get to the Student Journal link, it should look like this. All right. When you get to this page, you'll be able to scroll down and see our Notice and Wonder sheet, our day one, also Brain Pop, pros and cons, and we're going to talk about. Here's our notes. We have 2 sets of mini notes, one on hydropower and one on conservation. And then a little check for understanding. There's a reading, an experiment, an at-home experiment with pictures to show you what the steps are saying. And then there's a gizmo. It's all in there. So what you'll do is, if you want to make this file your own, you'll go to make a copy, and then you'll just press OK, and it'll be your copy of the document. If you don't have a Google Drive, what you can do is you can go up here, go to download Microsoft Word, click on that, right? Once you click on that, it should download. And then you're going to go to your downloads, and bam. All right, so the first thing that I always say to do is to delete the atoms, space, press enter, so you can get everything on the same page, right? So that's day one. Here we go. Pros and cons. Make sure everything is aligned with conservation. Should be on its home page, right? So we have that. More reading we want it to be on our own page. Just enter, bring it on down. Our experiment. There we go. Still have our pictures. Great, great. And then our gizmo. Bam. And then our notebook is ready. All right, so now we're going to watch a set of videos. We have 4 videos today. I know that sounds like a lot, but some of them are very, very short. All right, while we're watching these videos, remember to write down your observations on your Notice and Wonder sheet. Remember 3 things that you see, 3 things that you think, and 3 things that you wonder. All right, let's watch this first video.
So we've got a beaver dam here at a pond. I'm going to put the Arlo camera here just to see if we can see him trying to fixed his dam that broke. Back, we'll see how it goes. See how long it takes him to fix it. The dam has been broken in 2 places. If you've ever wondered how a beaver builds a dam, Arlo's going to capture it. This is running on the AT&T LTE. The SIM card should be pretty cool. I've drained this pond about 1 foot so far. So I'm back at the beaver dam, and I think that he's outsmarting us a little bit, so we're going to try to remount it. He's coming up at night to where you can't really see him and the camera's not picking him up. So we're going to try to break the dam again and see what we can. See, he keeps fixing it back and we cannot catch him in the act, but the pond is down a few feet. So we're going to see what happens here. Here comes James with his big pipe. A lot more water than what it looks. So we got a piece of pipe on a tree. Water's still going out. We should be able to see him good now, being this close, I hope anyway. But he's been notorious for hiding underwater. That's his den right there. We mounted it on a pole. There's a stick. There's the broken dam. And I'll show you a video right now as I'm talking of what it looks like. I'm hoping that this will actually get him on video fixing it. If someone doesn't steal it, of course. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. We're back at the beaver dam to get the camera back. He has been working very hard, as you can see. There are catfish that stays this close. He's been working very hard. I don't know where he got the jug from, but his pond is running over right now. This isn't going to be easy.
All right, so that was our first video. Now we're going to watch this next video. It's only 26 seconds, so I'm going to play it twice for you. I want you to watch what happens. I want to watch it one more time. All right, now we're going to look at some farmland from an aerial view. Awesome. So a lot of things to see, notice, and wonder. Now what I want you guys to do is we're going to flip over and talk more about, we'll observe more about public health. Here we go.
We see these pictures of these kids getting their blood tested. We hear the riffs that Tony is there talking about. Sometimes it's easy to forget this has been going on for 2 years. I've sort of picked 7 salient moments along this timeline for our viewers. This all started April 25th of 2014. That was when the city of Flint changed its water source. 3 months later, October 1st, 2014, a GM plant decides that the water is corroding its engine parts. They say they're not going to use it. 3 months after that, January 13th of 2015. This is a key date. This is when there was a change in the emergency management structure. Darnell Early leaves the city of Flint, becomes the head of the Detroit Public Schools. A lot of people are going to be looking at this date in their investigation. 3 months after that, we have a Council Vice President Davis attacks the governor on his Facebook page, calls it genocide. Another major moment. That's when we had a lot of national attention come down on the city of Flint. 5 months after that, September 29th, that's when Governor Snyder gives a press conference. He calls it a, quote, serious issue. He promises public action steps. 3 months later, December of 2015, you have this poster letting parents know it's safe to bathe your kids in the water. Believe it or not, that was 3 months after the governor admitted that there was a serious problem. And then just a month after that poster is released, President Obama declares a national emergency in Flint. Jose, that's when he freed up $5 million of immediate aid to the city.
Hey, YouTube fans, I'm Luke Russer. Thanks for checking out.
All right, so that's just showing the public health side, all right? So make sure that you wrote down 3 things that you saw, 3 things that you think, and 3 things that you wonder for each video. In your journal, if you turn to the Brain Pop activity, still on day 1, you will see that there is a graphic organizer and it says dams on the top and it says pros and cons. So while we're watching this video, you can pause or rewind at any time if you need to. I need you to write down the pros and the cons to dams.
Yeah, they're cute. Dear Tim and Moby, what does a dam do? From Kinsey. Oh, stop. She means the things in rivers. Dams have been used to block the flow of rivers and waterways for thousands of years. In ancient Iraq and Egypt, dams were built to irrigate dry farmlands. Dams are still used for irrigation, bringing water to dry land areas. Today, they are also used to generate electricity, control flooding, deepen waterways for shipping, and the collection of drinking water. Dams can be anywhere from a couple of feet to hundreds of feet high. Actually, it's not all that complicated. Dams block up a river's channel, causing water to accumulate upstream or behind the dam. The accumulated water forms an artificial lake or reservoir. People can then release the water whenever they want, either through aqueducts or water pipes leading away from the reservoir, or through gates in the dam itself, letting the water flow back into the riverbed. If a river floods a lot, damming it helps put water flow under human control. And rivers with a heavy flow can be harnessed for hydroelectricity. Well, when the water from a hydroelectric dam's reservoir is released, it flows past a special engine called a turbine. The moving water turns the turbine blades, and the motion is converted into electricity. Big hydroelectric dams, like the Grand Coulee Dam in Washington State, generate enough electricity to power entire cities. Yeah, irrigation, clean electricity, flood control, dams can be really useful. But they can also do serious damage to the environment. Dams interrupt the life cycle of fish who depend on swimming up and downstream, like salmon. And reservoir water released back into a riverbed is often much colder than normal. That can make the rest of the river unlivable for the animals there. Dams can also prevent the usual flow of nutrients down a river, starving the ecosystems downstream. Well, there are solutions to some of these problems. A lot of dams have fish ladders built into their sides, allowing fish to get around them. And reservoir water can be heated as it's released from a dam. Let's get out of here before you rust.
All right, so that concludes our Engage and Explore for today. Until next time, it's been Science with Captain Corey.